Okay. So last time or not we, technically just y'all, went and
No,
raided.
you're God. You're on our side.
Sometimes.
Most of the time?
Yeah.
Never.
Went to
Fair.
the Hillbender Manor and absolutely raided the place. There was basically nothing left by the time you were done.
Scorched earth tactics.
Scorched earth tactics. Kind of literally, considering you started a fire in his hedges.
You didn't start the fire.
You literally started the
It's been
fire.
always burning since the world's been turning.
Which caused a panic, and everyone was rushing about. And in the confusion, you and Kaire and her companions slipped away, and you were able to pass over the evidence you found of the trafficking of illegal goods and of people from the continent of Itone to other continents across the sea. And when you got back, Kaire passed over your payment slips and sent you on your way. So what you gonna do now? We
We're
haven't
gonna
even really
go
started, and I'm almost
sleep.
halfway
Have
done.
we slept yet?
We'll assume you have.
Okay.
Okay.
What cash prizes?
Yeah. Gonna get so many Tootsie Rolls.
We have a magic item to pay off and maybe hopefully purchase.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the bank
Okay.
and get stuff.
So
Get the slips done.
So you get up and you go about your morning business. You clean if you decide to clean. You go down, get some food, and then you make your way out into the docks, and you hop on the ferry to the King's Hand district, and you make your way over to the bank, and you go in, and you get your money changed, and you each have 1,000 more gold now.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Let me update my thing.
So many gold.
So many golds.
So many Tootsie Rolls.
All the Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, because it's probably like
Less than a copper.
a copper for
Give me all of the
5.
bacon and eggs you have.
Yeah.
I mean, you have steak. You could make yourself steak and eggs if you had eggs. Which I've never
And
had,
steal
but
some
it
eggs.
sounds good.
We need tea for our tea set.
Which has only 2 cups.
It's enough for Sky and their teddy bear.
Enough for
I'll drink
Elaine
it
and
from the
Guinevere.
pot. It's fine.
No, those cups are for you and Gwynny.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could probably find
When we have our
another
tea
cup
parties.
like it.
Your very fancy tea party.
Yeah.
With this giant panther.
Yeah.
Giant ass panther.
To be fair, is she really giant to me?
I don't think she's actually giant in general.
She's probably
She's just
like-
panther-sized
She's probably
panther.
like dog size to me.
I mean, she's also not fully grown. She's a juvenile panther.
baby.
Panther brand panther.
I don't know the age.
Guy's giving her scritches.
I don't know the life cycle of a panther. I don't know when they
This
get
guy's
to
giving
be
her
grown.
scritches because I cannot.
All the scritches.
Let me see
She
when.
deserves
Let me see when panthers become mature. About
Oh my
1.5 to 2.5 years old. So she's like 1.5 then.
Yeah, around there. She's a juvenile. She's a tweeny bopper.
I wanted to know how old she was. It didn't take that long. Oh my gosh, me.
I mean, it didn't take as nearly as long as it did for me when I was trying to decide what the crap Ingen's weather patterns were like.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because y'all asked, and it's like, well,
Open a bank account.
Bite me.
don't.
I'm kidding.
Alright.
One of
One day
these
I'll
days,
say that for real.
To the
No, I won't.
bank.
one of these
Oh.
days, we will be in the same
Wait,
room
we
when we
just
play,
went
and
to
I will throw a Dungeons and Dragons book at you.
I'll deserve that.
Hey, the DM favorite.
Literally throwing the book at you.
What are you, some kind of lawyer? Piss off.
God, you
How
better
much
hope not.
money? How much money was left on the bag of holding we need to pay off?
Yeah, how much?
I think I said it was 2,000 gold, and I think you paid about 500. Possibly.
Maybe.
We could all.
Don't quote me on shit, because I am a bad DM and I don't take notes.
And if there's 1,500 left, we could all contribute 500 to that. Pay
Yeah,
it off.
I'll do that.
Because I don't think they're gonna let us buy anything else until we pay it off.
We won't let you guys buy anything else.
Excuse you.
Or, I got that completely backwards, actually. Won't let me buy anything.
I was gonna say, why
Well,
wouldn't they
we're-
be
we're
allowed
kind
to
of-
buy anything?
we're
They
kind of
didn't.
We're kind of a package deal. I don't think we've ever went in there separate. So
No, not really.
Let's change that.
no,
Split the party.
no.
I'll split your party.
What does that even mean?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Okay.
That was very violent.
That was sounded lewd to me.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
God, does anyone remember which episode we got this thing with?
No.
2-3 years.
I would assume
ago.
5. Because the last one was 6.
Yeah,
We-
5, because you
no,
got the
we-
mission in 4.
So,
Yeah, because we got the mission, and then we went there. After we got the mission, then the episode ended, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
something
That
like
sounds
that.
right. I know things.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same amount of time.
That's true.
It still needs to be paid off.
It's only been 3 days.
gonna
I
go
think
do
y'all
that.
are okay.
Well, we have to go like every episode. It's going to get weird if we keep going with no money.
Yeah, we haven't gone in like 2 episodes now. We're suffering from withdrawal. That's what
The
I'm-
fans will be enraged.
All
Anyway.
10 of them.
Yeah.
anyway.
Are you
I
not
think-
wanting to part with your cash?
I thought it was more than like 2,000 thing.
My God,
That's what
Mark.
the DM said. Let her be merciful.
Well, let me check. Let me bring up the stupid thing.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that it's 2,000 when I was looking through the DM guide.
Should look through the Dungeon Master's Guide.
I saw someone make a like, here's my hard ass rules for D&D, fixes what I don't like, and they made bags of holding cost like 40,000.
Okay.
Why are you gonna be such a hard ass?
Bad DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shitty thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
So
see.
they
I
don't
don't.
break my game.
Let's see. What is the range for?
Honestly, I just can't believe people are so used to magic in their D&D. Such pansies. Just play D&D the way it was meant to be played. Realistically.
Yeah. Says the lizard man.
I don't exactly know what you set it to because
One sec, I
Dungeon-
found the spot in episode number 4.
Oh my god.
I think it'd be okay if we broke this continuity.
Good radio, everyone.
Yeah. So is all the stuff still in the bag?
2,500 gold.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is what it was.
2,500.
And we only put 500 down.
And you put 500 down.
That doesn't divide up as nicely as it was before.
Sky will pay the extra.
want to point out that uh, Dungeon Master's Guide says that the range for uncommon items is 101 to 500. So they are getting a deal. They are getting.
Yeah, it's so specific. Thanks. Very helpful.
Where does it say that? What page? That's the monster
It's
manual.
like at the start
135.
of like the treasure list where they give you
135.
like suggested
Thanks.
prices of stuff.
Boy.
Is a bag of holding uncommon?
You're uncommon.
Oh, there it is.
According to Roll20, it is.
Bag of holding.
You're according to Roll 20.
I am.
Oh. Well, shit.
Bag,
Foiled again.
bag of beans, bag of devouring.
Again.
Here we go.
Not
Bag of,
knowing what the fuck I'm saying.
bag of holding, uncommon.
Oh. Huh. Well, I am bookmarking that. But it is a business.
Yeah.
So, they gotta
That's
turn a
fair.
profit somehow.
Turn a profit. There you go.
I'm pretty sure I've been selling them short on a couple of
That's
other
just
things anyway.
that's just the suggested retail price.
Selling them short, you say. This common
On
item
other
is
things.
5 times worth what it should be, and the really good dagger was like 200.
Lest we speak of the cloak.
It's true.
What was the Cloak of Stars? Is that a rare item?
It was like 10,000 or something.
No.
I can never remember. Is it cloak or robe?
I think
Yes.
it's Cloak
Robe
of
of Stars.
Robe of stars.
Robe of Stars. I like Cloak of Stars better, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but Robe,
Cloak of stars.
yeah, but
I
Robe
don't
of
care.
Stars is what you have to look up.
It's got you there.
Fight, fight, fight.
This
Harry-
is so
It is a
this is
very.
so entertaining.
This is.
Yeah, this is all getting cut.
Okay, Robe of Stars is a wondrous item, very rare. So that was 5,000 to 50,000 gold pieces. And I-
What a range! That's very helpful.
5 to 50.
And
That's
I don't remember what I sold it to you for, but it was
Not
not,
either.
that.
Way
like
less.
2,000,
Not
I
either.
think.
So,
It was like
this is only
no,
fair.
I think it was like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, just about.
So,
So
I
I'll
like
take-
the accidental canon that they don't really know how to price things.
this is the new canon. This is not. This is going off books.
It's just the new universe.
My city now.
it's canon. They don't know how to price shit.
There you go.
To be
They're
fair-
making it up as they go along.
They're bad business people, which is why we're friends with them.
That's why
To
they
be
let
fair,
us come
I
Because
think
there.
if they
I
were
made
good
them,
business
like-
people, they would be evil.
I think I made them like 19, 20 years old, so they probably really don't know what they're doing.
God, I can relate.
Sounds like a great
Wow.
idea.
So, I plopped 2,000 gold on the table.
Oh, are you there now?
We're just here now.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were there this whole time.
Snuck in.
No,
we didn't say
y'all were at
hi,
the
just
frickin'
slamming
bank.
the money down.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
yeah, we
we're
went to
going
the
to
Mercantile.
We're going to
Okay.
Mercantile.
Okay, go into the mercantile. Hinata is unsurprised to see you.
Hello. Skywaves.
Of course. He,
Oi.
Signature move, goddammit.
I should
He waves
take
back.
away the 500.
and he's like, y'all didn't come through yesterday. Then again, we were closed, so even if you did, wouldn't have mattered.
You guys close?
It was a holiday. Do you expect us to be open? No one's going to be out and about.
I mean, I would expect you to want to make more money, but
They can't make money if no one's here.
Yeah, they're just losing on an operating cost then.
Yeah, I mean, the oil lamps cost something to run.
just don't use them. You don't
Gotta
need-
gotta
you don't
pay
need
the
lamps.
wages.
They are literally the only two people who work there.
They have wages. It's probably salary, whatever.
Oh my god. Sure.
They're part of the magicians union.
So what's your backstory?
Is that a legit question?
Fuck it, why not?
Depends. Do you want it to be?
Do you ask like that?
Maybe.
Skywood.
Alright, make a persuasion roll for me.
Botch.
Alright, hold on.
Botch.
I definitely will.
I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, 1.
Hinata looks at you, and he squints in this sort of manner that's like, he can't really believe that he heard you say that. And he's like, no.
Slap her for her insolence.
And he looks at you and says, no, if I did that, she'd die. And he flexes a little.
Oh. You wanna talk guns, kid?
This guy just shrugs and says, worth a shot.
Gwen flexes his big dragon muscles.
And Hinata flexes a little harder. And
Oh
he
my
gives
God.
up.
Okay, fine. Both of you roll.
What do I roll for this?
I would say.
Strength.
Well, here's the thing. I would say that. So, the player's handbook I think mentions this, but you can, at the DM's discretion, make certain skill checks with not the usual ability score. So, I think for this kind of occasion, this would be strength persuasion.
Strength persuasion?
Strength suasion.
How does... Okay. Would that be combining the bonuses from both?
It would be combining like your bonus for persuasion with your strength modifiers, so but not your charisma.
Okay. Easy enough.
Okay. Hold on, let me get my dice.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I got a 3.
Beautiful.
One sec. I don't think I added that right. One sec. Yeah, I got a 15.
My dice really hate me.
So Hinata flexes a little and sends you a winning smile, and you just kind of deflate a little.
Oh.
Didn't we have, like, business to do here? This time?
At that moment, Folk just puts down like 2,000 goals, just like, yeah, we do have business here.
Oh, okay, good. I wasn't sure if I was just forgetting.
So Hinata sees you place all that gold down, and he eyes you, and then he starts counting to make sure.
Does he think we're the leaders of a drug ring?
I mean, I just plopped down a massive pile of money.
Yeah, considering like 2 days ago you couldn't afford the bag, and then all of a sudden 2 days later, bam, 2,000 gold. It's like,
I mean, to be fair, we technically could have afforded it a few days ago. We were just playing smart.
I was willing to pay more. It's just like they offered like you can pay 500 now. It's just like okay.
fair enough. All right. And so he puts the gold away in its own bag, and then just looks at it for a second and decides that it's probably better that he doesn't keep this up top. So he holds the bag over his shoulder, and then marches down towards Yuka's workshop. And you hear the thud of the bag of gold being set down. And there's a bit of murmuring, and there's a rustle of papers. And he comes back up with the little contract you had signed before. And he there's 2 more lines on it that say signed when paid, and he signs his line and then slides it over to you for you to sign.
Signed.
And he takes it and he's like, all right, that bag is officially fully yours. I don't know what you're going to fill it with, but have fun.
Hey, I make things in my off time. I could probably store all that in there. It's so much
Makes
easier.
a great
Yeah, we
portable
got plenty of
icebox.
stuff. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No, why would you say that? That's weird.
Totally not specific. Anyway,
I get hungry, okay?
for
Okay,
ice?
so get your own.
Yeah, it holds infinite shit.
I believe. Besides, don't you have business here as well?
I don't think I have enough money for my business.
Oh, yeah. How much for the goat statues things again?
God, what did I say it was?
500.
525,600.
Was that a rent reference?
That
Yes.
was a rent reference, yes.
Jesus Christ.
You're
No.
welcome.
A reference to what?
Rent. The musical.
The musical.
Shit, what
You start
episode was that
singing
in? Was that
Rent's
episode
pretty good.
2?
Yeah, I like Rent.
No.
The joke
episode
was mostly my singing.
2.
Well, we named the episode "Crowdfunding Some Ghosts."
Did we?
Did we?
Yeah,
but I'm-
we did.
Yeah, but
No, we didn't.
wouldn't it be faster to just pull it from the book? Or would it be faster to just listen to it?
What the fuck is a book?
God,
I
honestly,
mean-
how I feel like most players play.
Nah. Okay.
That's how I play.
That's fair.
So,
Which isn't a good thing, but
God, what are these
working
items
okay so
even
far.
called?
This guy's not dead yet.
Oh, here we go.
must-
That was pretty easy to find.
Or maybe it was like clipping into Parenthood that we did this in.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait. What?
ivory goats are rare. That's anywhere between 5,500 and 5,000. I feel like it wasn't 500, otherwise you would have bought them already.
Yeah. I would guess like 3,000?
Was that it?
I really don't
That would
remember.
be my guess. And
I'm-
at the
I
very
don't
least,
remember
seems
either.
like a good price now.
I'm not even trying to fudge. I really don't remember.
No, let's call it 1,500 because that seems like a good middle ground.
Oh,
Considering
can
I don't
afford that
remember
now.
Jack.
Who's
Yeah.
Jack?
I don't know.
that'll about leave
Oh.
me skint, but I can afford that. Not
What?
too skint. You said 1,500. Yeah, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I can do that.
You want your goats?
I want my goats.
Cool, you get your goats.
Yeah, I got the goat.
Let
Finally,
me
the goats have been gotten.
Let's see
Let
if I
me
can do
read to
math
you-
real quick.
That's it, everyone.
No.
Campaign over.
We
let
did
me
it.
read to you what they do.
Let me do some quick math so I can figure out how much money I have now.
I keep missing the page that they're on. Goddamn. All right.
Is it all three of them or just like?
Yes, it's all 3 of them because they all come in together.
I feel like I ask that like every time, but
Ivory goats, rare. These ivory statuettes of goats are always created in sets of 3. Each goat looks unique and functions differently from the others. Their priorities. Wow. Their properties are as follows. The goat of traveling can become a large goat with the same statistics as a riding horse. It has 24 charges, and each hour or portion thereof it spends in beast form costs 1 charge. While it has charges, you can use it as often as you wish. When it runs out of charges, it reverts back to a figurine and can't be used again until 7 days have passed, when it regains all of its charges. The goat of travail, that's Travail, becomes a
Travel
giant
and
goat.
travail.
Traveling in travail. Becomes a giant goat for up to 3 hours. Once it has been used, it
Giant
can't be
goat.
used again. Giant goat. Can't be used again until 30 days have passed. And the goat of terror, this is the fun one. becomes a goat for up to 3 hours. The giant goat for up to 3 hours. The goat can't attack, but you can remove its horns and use them as weapons. One horn becomes a +1 lance, and the other becomes a +2 long sword. Removing a horn requires an action, and the weapons disappear and the horns return when the goat reverts to figurine form. In addition, the goat radiates a 30-foot aura of terror while you are riding it.
Oh my god, I could ride on it.
Any creature hostile to you that starts its turn in the aura must succeed a DC Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of the goat for 1 minute, or until the goat reverts to figurine form. The frightened creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. Once it successfully saves against the effect, a creature is immune to the goat's aura for the next 24 hours. Once the figurine has been used, it can't be used again until 15 days have passed.
That's reasonable for all the shit it can do.
God damn, and I thought the Row of Stars was extra.
Yeah.
This is a lot of
Y'all.
utility stuff.
Y'all get the good stuff.
You
I
got a
get the-
cool dagger.
Wait, you can go look around if you want to find a new cool toy.
It's a good point.
Oh,
I'm going
God.
to do exactly
Go for
that. I'm going to peruse the store.
All
Yet
right,
again.
make a it's investigation check, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Unfortunately, I don't think ivory
Can I-
goats are built into Orc Pub, so I'm probably going to have to add this manually.
Can I do perception instead?
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Huh. I can't tell what I rolled because it landed funky.
Well, roll again.
Roll it again.
Oh, here it is. Oh, there's
We'll
a
just say
bunch
you
of
got a nat 20.
there's a
It's
bunch
fun.
of these figurines.
Yeah, no,
There,
there's
there are, but they are like separate items.
butt ton. Yeah.
Onyx dog. That sounds cool.
Got a 13 total.
Ivory
13?
goats.
Yeah.
No. What does that do?
I'm assuming the basic large rideable goat comes trained already.
Yeah,
I'd
basically.
imagine. Okay, I was hoping so. If not, that'd be a little pointless.
You find, Strider, a large clay jug that is corked, and when you lift it, it's heavy, but there is no sound of liquid in it. Yep, I'm clicking things without meaning to click on them.
That sounds
And
like an
it
alchemy
is.
jug, I think.
Yeah, it's an alchemy jug.
As someone who is trained in alchemy,
How much for it?
Let me see if I can actually, like... So it is an uncommon item. What the fuck can they actually do? Let's call it 250 gold.
huh?
It's
You
only
have
an
the money for it?
unrare or uncommon item, which is anywhere between 100 and 500 gold.
Hulk fiddles around with his pockets and kind of like counts up the gold pieces, and it's like, huh, cool. And I pay the 250 for the. I'll pay the 250.
Cool. And you have an alchemy jug now.
I'll fucking roll as well, I guess.
Alright.
What am I rolling? Investigation?
Perception. I guess.
Perception.
Perception.
Everybody
15.
getting cool
That's
shit
not bad.
today.
Okay.
We got paid, now we're getting played.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always getting played.
So excited about these goats, but now I'm thinking logistically, and I'm like, where the fuck would I use these?
Out in the open,
Yeah.
in combat.
Whenever we get
Yeah,
to a
we just
point,
have to get into like a bigger battle, so we
Yeah.
need to start a war.
yeah. And we need to
We
go
can do that.
traveling, so I can go ride around on my goat. Maybe my
No,
goat.
no. We can start a war here.
Okay.
Let's not.
War goat. I like it.
So here's the fun part. We can make our goats stealthy.
Yes, my giant stealthy goat. Also,
Good, giant, stealthy
there's
goat
one
voice.
joke. There's one joke. What did I say joke? One goat.
Me.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
Do. Does
What
it
did
say?
Sky find?
Okay. You found in a glass case set on a velvet pillow. There is a small gem-like stone. It's a dark purple in color, and it's about the size of a marble. And this is an Ioun stone, and it is a stone of protection.
Time to see what that does.
Sounds like
It
the
gives
kind
you
of
a
thing
bonus
she needs.
1 to your armor class while it orbits your head. And it says this is Desi Robe's prism, but whatever. It's purple now.
I like purple. I'm okay with this.
Oh god, yeah, okay. How much for this?
This is going to be a rare item, which means 500 gold.
Fuck yeah. Are you kidding?
Sky doesn't want to be squishy anymore.
Question.
Yes.
Can I buy 10 of these?
No, there's only one.
There's,
And I don't think they stack.
I get what these other two figurines do, but there's one goat figure that all it does is turn giant and it does nothing else.
It's the same as the giant goat as before, it's just with a
Well,
different
one is a
duration.
large goat and the other is a giant goat.
Is the
So I
giant
guess
one also rideable?
I would
Hang on.
assume so.
Okay.
It also can only be giant for up to 3 hours. So,
Oh, giant goat is actually a creature type. Large goat is a different thing.
But, like, it just doesn't do anything. Just says once you use it, can't be used again for 30 days. I'm like,
Well,
my job is finished here, but you didn't do anything.
well, it could probably do things like that, like what it does in its entry.
Oh, like just general giant goat
like,
stuff?
fight things, yeah.
Okay, because like the second one can't fight, but it doesn't. The other one doesn't say it can. This is confusing. Hold on.
I mean, theoretically, you could ride the goat of travail, or have it do other things.
Giant goat. What do you do? It
It
charges
does
Charge.
shit.
stuff.
Charges shit. I'll just say that's the attack goat. It's not the
It's the goat of
terror
attack.
goat.
What
Goat
is...
attack.
Terror goat.
What
The Terror goat is also a +2 longsword, which is something you can really use.
But okay, but like
Oh,
lance,
okay.
though.
Travail means painful or laborious effort. It
Yeah,
is
it's the attack
basically like your pack mule goat, if you need it to be.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. No, you know me, Mark. I love lances, so I've been offered a lance, a
Who's
magic
Lance?
goat lance. Oh God, Ken.
I deserve that.
Did you want to also roll perception, Jay, to see if you
Me?
find anything new?
I mean, I can.
If you want to, you don't have to. I just figured the other two were doing it, so I'd ask.
Yeah, I'll play. I'll play ball.
Peer pressure.
What the? Okay. Fuck these dice. They hate
What'd you get?
Please don't fuck the dice.
a one again.
A 1?
Yes.
Okay, you see nothing. You are too distracted by your pretty goat
I'm fine.
toy that you are.
That's realistic, really. I don't give a shit. Like, I just spent a bunch of money. When I spend a bunch of money, I'm not looking to spend a bunch of more money.
This is fair.
You're saying that to the person who spent almost all of their earnings today.
Yeah.
But I got an alchemy jug out of it.
And you are now the full owner of a bag of holding. You didn't default and have to turn it and all of its contents over to Hinata to have them wonder, what the fuck? Why do you have a block of ice in here? For boo-boos, Hinata.
Reasons.
To give people the cold shoulder.
A.
see. With the alchemy jug, I can make.
Oh my god, I hate these dice. I just did a random roll and I got a 20. Fuck off. Go over there.
RNGesus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the alchemy jug can make acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise,
2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Ooh. Ugh.
That's how you get
oil,
people to
vinegar,
like you,
fresh
by
water,
making
salt
lots of
water, or
mayonnaise.
wine.
Just make mayonnaise and
That's
throw
what
it at
that's
everyone.
what Stardew Valley taught me. If I make mayonnaise and give it to people, they'll want to marry me.
I
That
mean,
game taught me.
in Critical Role, the first campaign, Grog had an alchemy jug just full of mayonnaise that he would eat. Just
Ew.
randomly.
Why?
Because
Why?
it's Grog.
Because
Why
Because-
would anyone do that?
because you
Isn't
can
there,
only make half an ounce of basic poison, but for just the same effect, you can make 2 gallons of mayo.
Yep.
That's a mistake. D&D was a mistake.
No, you know what you do? You make sandwiches out of that mayo, give them to all your enemies, tell them it's marshmallow fluff, and then watch their faces contort in anguish.
I think it's weirder to eat a sandwich with marshmallow fluff on it.
I don't know.
No, I'd eat it.
Peanut butter and marshmallow fluff is a thing.
Oh,
I
well,
wouldn't eat it because I don't like peanut butter,
forwent-
but
You forgotten the peanut butter, and I was just imagining a marshmallow sandwich is like a very weird thing.
blah
I'd eat
blah
it.
blah. I don't know. But yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
Oh no! Peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich, telling them it's peanut butter and marshmallow fluff, and then watch their faces contort in anguish.
I
That's
think
even
I
better.
Peanut butter and mayonnaise is already a thing, apparently.
It is. It is a
Yes,
poor
it
folk
is, and
thing.
it's awful. Unfortunately, it's a southern thing, so that's something I have to live with.
Yeah, I've never seen that around here. I think it's
The
mostly
South
like
was a
something
mistake.
old people do because it's like it's leftover depression food.
It is.
You know what? The
Probably.
U.S. was a mistake.
Because jam,
Well, we
was,
knew
I'm sure
that,
jam was
yeah.
really expensive. Because I know sugar was like super rationed.
Oh
back
yeah,
then.
because it
So-
wasn't considered necessary.
Yeah. So you use mayonnaise. Peanut butter pickle sandwiches were a thing too.
Yeah, I think Elvis
Peanut butter
Presley ate
onion
those.
sandwiches were a thing too.
Yuck. Like,
It's
I
wild
get the eating
times.
the peanut butter thing. It's cheap and it's got a lot of nutrients in it, but
It
just
sticks
adding
to your
stuff like
ribs
that,
too.
I guess I don't eat peanut butter.
What I mean by that, it just fills you up and sticks with you for a while.
Ah,
That's what sticking to your ribs means.
okay. Fair
I'm
enough.
disappointed because I thought you meant it literally.
I would hope not, because that means it's like seeping through your
Sometimes
esophagus
my-
to get to your
sometimes my
ribs.
idioms
That's
are weird.
exactly what I want.
I wanted to
out of my
explain the
food.
idiom.
Yikes.
I'm
Alright.
an eldritch being, okay?
We got our
Don't
cash. We got our toys. What's next?
Get more
Uh,
cash.
More cash. No, not more cash.
We gotta get more cash
judge.
somewhere.
Yeah, we should genuinely try and, like, fence stuff.
I mean, isn't
Hopefully
it a
we're
little
not
soon?
saying this in the place.
Isn't it a little soon? Isn't it kind of hot to be selling the things you just stole?
Well, we gotta prepare somehow.
We
So-
could prepare. I guess we could like scout out some people that are willing for this thing kind of things.
Yeah.
Like who wants to buy fabrics and who wants to buy
That-
kitchenware and stuff like that.
Fabrics, utensils, all the good stuff.
If you're gonna be doing that, then roll investigation checks
We
for
also
me.
have to plan our cookout too.
Please don't hate me.
I have no faith in anything I do.
That's not good.
Alright.
That's not good.
Jesus Christ. I got an 8.
You
It's
did
not
the
Wow.
best
It's
out of
not-
all of us.
Wow.
It's not a 1, so like I'm happy. at this
What did
point.
you get, Strider?
I have a -1 modifier, so a 4.
I got a 6.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? These losers.
Yuka and Hinata.
Is that their
Uh,
theme?
So you
Just
wander.
walk back in. Hi. Do you guys sell stuff?
Of course they
You-
sell stuff.
You guys sell stuff, the people that we just bought from.
He not to gives you this look like, are you okay? Did you already fill that alchemy jug full of wine and then just drink the entirety of it?
It's early.
Yes.
It's a tempting thought at this point.
I haven't had my coffee yet, okay?
I wonder if I can make coffee with that. No.
With the alchemy jug?
No.
Gotta have in coffee and, waste that on that.
So are you actually going to try and see if you can sell things to Hinata, or
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
We want these people to keep
We're gonna
liking
hold on
us.
to them, and tomorrow we're gonna make another roll. And we're gonna make another roll.
Well,
Yeah,
Jay vaguely remembers or Gawain vaguely remembers the gentleman that he bought Guinevere's ribbon from, and thinks of him, but you don't know or remember exactly where he had parked his boat. But if you want to roll another,
Worth a shot.
you want to roll another check, you can try and see if you can find him.
Well,
I got
it is the
13.
he is in the mercantile district, isn't he?
Yeah, he was
Well-
on one of the docks in like a gondola boat full of like
Kim might have
fabrics and
found
ribbons
him.
and stuff.
Sky might have found him.
Sky didn't go with you.
Sky,
Well, shit.
Sky
where the fuck
rolled.
did I roll?
She remembered. She's just far away and can't tell me. I got a 2, so I just get lost.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Christ.
Oh.
This is going well. This is
Yeah,
a
good thing I
time.
wasn't planning on any combat today because I didn't plan anything at
I would
all.
have died.
We will die.
Only one that would survive would be Guinevere because it's just like illegal.
Illegal to hurt Guinevere.
It's illegal to kill her or harm her or anything. Even make her
Guy
sad.
gives
It's
her
illegal.
scritches.
Folks will.
I would ask if Guinevere could find it, but she's really stupid. So I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, investigation checks are a no. Perception checks would be good, but
Yeah.
Can I do perception?
She's got like a -4
sh-
intelligence. She's really
sure.
dumb.
See if you can look around and spot a whatchamacallit, fabric salesman person
Baby
thing.
needs a new
Oh
pair
my
of-
god,
Christ,
Kim.
Kim just Sky turns their head just a little bit and
Okay,
immediately
but can you
spots the
come
guy.
find me because
Oh,
I'm
hey.
lost.
Hey, what, Gawain, where'd you go?
Yes.
Gawain?
Sky!
Folks,
Gawain!
Sky!
Follow my voice!
God fucking bless.
He comes running. And I picks you up in a big giant hug. Like, oh my god, I've been lost for like 10 minutes.
folks just
Oh my
stares
God,
at you both.
Gawain.
Like, you didn't even move anywhere. You're both right next to each other, looking for the same damn thing.
Kagome! Inuyasha!
No, she told me that Sky didn't go with Gwen, that he went off by himself.
Yeah, Gawain went off by himself.
For like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
was
but,
so
it was
alone.
enough. We've got separation anxiety.
I found friends for the first time in 20 years. You can't take this from me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that is
This guy
so
just
sad.
awkwardly pats his back.
And fucking hilarious considering the context in which you admitted that.
He's mostly being really facetious about it. He's not being serious. It's like truth hidden with sarcasm.
I mean,
Oh,
I've
the
never
saddest
really
of
done
truths.
before, so-
I am truth hidden with sarcasm.
I'm just sarcasm.
I'm sure
Fair.
Guinevere's
Through and
just,
through.
Guinevere's just
I'm
looking at me like
God.
an asshole, like...
Hi, God, how are you
I'm
doing
just
today?
following you.
It-
Hi
it's
God,
a,
I'm Dad.
Oh, this is fun. So, Sky spots the guy like 2 seconds after turning to look. It's like, oh, yeah. There's a guy
Yeah,
with fabrics and
over
stuff.
There. It's over there.
Oh, thank God. don't know how he was so hard to find, but damn.
There's a lot of boats.
Well, it helps when you open your eyes.
Shit, I'll try that next time. Thanks.
Happy to help.
Oh my god.
Okay. Gwen's gonna go over there and say hi, hoping he remembers him.
Probably, because there's not a heck of a lot of dragonborns in Okiai. I could be
That
pulling that out
have
of
giant panthers for pets.
True. Specifically that.
I'm a very unique
No,
case.
there's actually a weirdly high concentration.
Maybe
I know of
even
exactly
less. Probably
2
even less
dragonborns in the city.
chromatic dragonborn as well.
More than one is impressively a lot.
So far, we've met 2, and they've all been metallic. So
Dragonborns?
We
yeah.
saw a red one.
Oh, was he a red one? I thought he was
Yeah, no,
copper
Lancel's
one.
red.
I thought he was a copper one. I'm sorry.
No.
I remembered the
Stab
bronze
Lancel.
banker. The bronze banker.
Yeah, there's the bronze banker, and then
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Mija
Bronze
and
banker.
Ulmenos, the 2 dragon gods, are copper.
Sounds
but
like a fucking series
Well, I
of
haven't
unfortunate
interacted with any
events
gods today.
but that's the only way
I'm
I
on the
would
mortal
know
plane
the other
right now,
metallics.
okay?
involved. God, are you there? It's me, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly. What do you need?
Okay, I couldn't remember if he was a. Okay.
Time for more
Alright.
cat
Just wanted to
slang.
see how you were doing. You doing okay?
I don't know. Y'all are trying my patience.
Eh.
Anyway, he does remember you. Specifically, he remembers the panther with the ribbon. What color ribbon did I give her?
Mint
Was it a green
green.
one? Green. Yes, that makes sense.
I love it.
Yeah, she's adorable.
I love Guinevere so much.
We all do.
I've only known her for 2.5 days.
Did I ever get the old man's name, or was he just the old man selling
He's just the
ribbons?
old man who sells ribbon and fabrics.
Alright, old man that sells ribbons.
That is a persona name.
Are you in the business of buying fabrics?
He gives you a look. Depends on what you got.
Folks, my person. Show the man the goods.
Okay, could you not make this sound like we're just selling criminal goods?
I mean, you are, but
He doesn't know that.
It's fine.
Folks just digs around the bag of holding for a minute, and it's just like, even though they really don't have to, but still, for effect, just
Oh my god.
dig their arm in there. Just,
to make
Hold
a
on.
show of the fact that they've literally got their entire arm in there when it doesn't look like it should fit.
yeah. And I will pull out. What should I pull out?
You got sheets and you got
Curtains.
curtains. And technically shirts, but I don't think you could sell that just for the fabric pieces.
No, probably not.
Not unless you roll real high on a persuasion check.
Alright, folks will
Not
pull out
today.
a curtain.
A curtain?
Yep.
Alright. So you hand it over to him, and he gives it a feel. He sort of stretches his arm out to see how long the fabric is. And he rubs it between his fingers and holds it up to the light of the sun to see the quality. And he says, "These aren't bad. But are you sure you're wanting to sell them for fabric? They're good curtains."
Depends on the price and who's paying.
Yeah. They're just something I don't have a use for. I like to get rid of them.
He thinks for a bit.
I mean, we do want a lot of money here.
Well, he looks at you and he says, "Well, you might not have come to the best place for that."
Okay, well, what would be the best place?
Shh. Right here. Let's see if the internet has an answer for me.
God, I can't believe Ingen's connected.
Hey, everyone's connected somewhere.
Google the local Ingen textile store.
Uh, so, internet says it's $5 a yard for a velvet fabric. So that would be.
What
God.
is a dollar to gold? Is there any kind of conversion for that anybody's made up?
I think we talked about this. I think we said that a gold was like $20.
Okay.
And a silver would be like. The silver was. Wait.
It would be $2 following that logic.
Right, but then that would make
The copper 20 cents.
20 cents, and that doesn't feel right to me.
Sounds exactly right.
Does it?
Yes.
20 copper is... Well, copper is basically pennies anyway.
Okay. So,
yeah.
if it's $5 a yard, that would make it...
Pretty much.
That would make it about
That's
six...
why it's a fantasy.
No. That'd be about 3 silver a yard, rounding up, because I don't want to do half
was
things.
Was it $1 was worth 20 gold, or was it 20 gold, or $20 was worth of gold?
$20 was a gold.
Okay,
approximately.
I heard it through the way out of my brain. Okay. So that's like
3 silver is about $6.
A fourth.
Wait, so, I may have something for this.
Yeah, 4 silver.
Players provide Strider. I'm doing math and I haven't done math since high school.
Player's Handbook, page 157.
Thank you.
They have a listing of trade goods by the pound per
thank
whatever.
God. 150 what?
157.
God bless.
Thank God the guru's here.
Oh,
for
here's like trinkets and shit.
Trade goods.
Trade goods.
You maybe like a page ahead or something.
Lifestyle trade goods. Wheat, flour, salt, iron, or yard of canvas. That's probably as good as no. Copper cloth.
Square yard of silk is is with 1 cow.
10. 1 yard of linen is 5 gold pieces. So velvet would probably be somewhere between linen and silk. So we'll call it 7 gold pieces per square yard. And
now, how many yards is this fabric?
They're really tall windows. So it's like 6 feet long. So it's about 2 yards long. But it's only about... Would it be about... Yeah, it'd be about 3 feet wide, I guess. Because you've got to close the windows.
I'm okay with even numbers.
I prefer odd ones.
Well, technically these are odd numbers, but whole numbers, I should say.
Easy to use numbers.
Easy to use numbers.
Yeah, whole numbers.
1 square yard. Oop, I hit my mic. So each curtain is approximately 2 square yards.
20 gold a curtain.
20 gold a curtain.
Minimal.
That's where bartering comes in.
That's where what comes in? Oh, bargaining.
Bartering.
Bartering.
No,
Same.
This is bargaining. Bartering is like we're trading it for something else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like if I give you a cow and you give me 2 goats. That's bartering.
This is more, I guess, haggling than...
Haggling is
Haggling, there you go.
Haggling's the proper term.
Also, 2 goats for a cow is a ripoff since a goat is 1 gold and a cow is 10.
Whatever. I was making an example.
2 and whatever.
So yeah, he's going to offer you the market value, and that's going to be 20 gold a curtain. And you have 4 from the bottom floor, and then I think 8 from the top floor. So that's
12.
At
So
20
it's
gold, that's 240 gold?
240.
Holy hell.
It's pretty damn good.
Alright, now folks is gonna try to make, like, a bargaining attempt.
Yeah, Gwen's not
Alright,
even
make a
try to
persuasion
sway
roll
for
then.
that. The dice hate me
Well,
today.
well, and I'm gonna say this, like, as these are nice curtains, these are fine silk curtains. They're already processed for you and everything. Maybe you can throw in a little bit extra. Say 25 gold a curtain.
One sec. I'm making sure if they actually are silk, because he has them in his hand at this point. So if they're not actually silk, he's
He
gonna
can
know.
feel.
Can any of us
It-
truly feel?
No. So, so I'm saying silk because I thought they were silk.
They're velvet.
Large curtains, deep blue color. I said velvet.
You've been saying velvet, so I'm
I've been
assuming-
saying velvet. Because you generally don't make curtains out of silk, I don't think. Because
Since
they're
you
too
made all this shit up, I'm assuming
it's
what
too
you say is true.
thin, and the light's gonna shine through too much on silk.
But the linens might be silk.
Your face is silk.
I know
Thank
the
you.
sheets are silk.
Well, that's what I meant by linens, yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. You say linens, and for some odd reason I thought underwear, and I'm like, why did they grab underwear? I don't remember them doing that.
I mean, we were kind of loose cannons that night and doing
We
this
almost-
grabbing everything.
We almost did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had just been touching some naughty book, so we didn't want them anymore.
So
Alright.
Yeah, we
did-
saw that book and we were like, no.
You burnt that book along with the fantasy Donald Trump one.
Okay.
It's about as much
So-
as they deserve.
So
Yeah.
is this old guy believing it?
I don't know. I didn't hear what Strider rolled.
Oh, I rolled 16.
16?
Yeah.
And that would be a perception roll on his part.
That.
Do. Nope. Insight, whatever.
Whatever. I don't know.
I think it.
Either
Surely
way,
you
I
don't have
gotta
that many
flip to the
stats
back
for
of the
this random
monster
old man.
manual.
Well, either way, those are the same, like, ability score, usually.
Right.
With the wisdom
might
based.
he might be proficient in one over the other. Mark.
Like I am.
Gosh.
Or like what most characters are, because almost no one takes insight, because everyone thinks that perception does the insight stuff.
Yes.
But insight is for people, not necessarily for perception.
I think I actually took insight.
I just assumed perception was just kind of like
I
using your senses to just like take a glance around. That's about it.
Insight is basically a renamed version of sense motive from older editions.
No, that's a 2. He totally believes that these are good to go. He doesn't believe they're silk because he can feel them in his hand and he knows they're not silk. But he does agree to pay you a little more. So he'll pay you 25 a curtain.
Hell yeah!
Gawain is thinking to himself, God, what a gullible fucking old man.
I rolled a 2.
He
And
must.
commoners have
probably-
no bonuses
He
to
is
nothing.
already going senile.
So
Guys, say a
25
quick
times,
thank you to their god.
whichever
Imagine-
god it happens to be.
Pick a god and pray.
Pick a god and pray.
The
How
thing is, I
many-
imagine that like folks just legitimately thought they were silk because they're not too well known on
Yeah,
fabrics.
this is canon now.
This guy
So
sends
that's-
a quick
Like-
thank you to their god, the vengeful marshmallow.
I love it though, because velvet feels so fucking different from silk.
It does. Velvet's got like the fuzzy bit to it. So anyway, you now have 300 gold from this old man. And you've probably
Yeah.
just. So you've probably just about cleared
Cash
him out.
prizes.
Big money, big prizes. I love it.
Can the vengeful marshmallow please be our episode title?
Oh my God.
Sure. I enjoy it.
The Vengeful Marshmallow is our DM's title in general.
True.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
I need to open up a thing to show how much money we have.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just copy
I hope
paste
you're
this
happy.
giant monstrosity.
I'm now at the bottom of the list and I don't like it.
The bottom, what?
I
She changed
my
her
nickname
name
to
and
the
now
Vengeful
she is
Marshmallow. Now I'm at the
beneath
bottom of.
us. Thanks,
Oh,
Kim.
Kim, you're a peach.
Yeah, I ain't doing shit though, so.
It was the least I could do.
I mean,
Disadvantage rest of the game, Jay. I'm kidding.
to be perfectly fair,
I mean,
my name is on the top of everyone because I am the server admin.
but not
Well,
in
no,
the
I
voice.
meant
I
on
swear to
the.
God, I thought you were
Cho-
gonna
on the
say you
voice
were the
chat.
top.
Oh my fucking god.
We all know that's not true.
Yeah.
Ah,
I've
My ear.
known you long enough and had enough conversations with you
There
to
we go.
agree with that. But in the call, I am king here. I'm the top of the totem pole.
fit.
But
I'm on top now.
Celtic the Vengeful Mar. Or the Vengeful
Marshmallow.
Marsh.
Vengeful Marshmallow.
Marsh.
Hang on.
Or Mar.
I can't see the full name.
But Mars.
There we go. No.
But Mar.
How many
Pretty
people are
much.
going to get that reference?
Me.
I don't
And
even know
me.
what that
Good.
reference is.
Apparently Fire Emblem had an OVA with god-awful
Yeah,
voice
I had an
acting.
OVA in the
Oh
90s.
yeah, no, it was. That's because it was from like the '90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
where everything had an awful
And
dub.
Marth's
Don't even worry
original
about it.
name is Mars, so.
So Gordon had a scratchy voice for no reason.
There are some who call. There are some who call.
There are some who call me Kim. Oh, God bless the Monty Python references. Anyway,
I'm just Jay.
so you have basically cleared this man out of whatever stores of gold he had on his gondola for the day.
thank you.
Oh, let's just let
Thank
that,
you.
that
I'm
poor man can turn a profit
still-
on these.
Not moved an inch, but thank you.
What's not moved an inch?
I'm just Jay.
It's okay, just Jay.
But imagine now we're out of earshot of the old
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you've left.
We are now.
That's
we
prob-
make sure to be.
That's probably all we should try to hawk today, because again,
Yeah.
stolen goods.
Hey, 300 gold is 300 gold.
That is
That's
a lot of money.
100 each of us.
But what other trouble can we get into today, though?
Well, there was that tea place.
Tea?
We could go there.
What?
Yeah.
Tea?
I
today?
delivered to for the mercantile.
Oh yeah, that... Okay, I forgot about that place
Oh God,
entirely.
I've slept since then. I really don't remember.
That's a mood.
And that's in character too. He's slept since then. You don't remember.
Beautiful.
Yep.
He's got a cat to raise. He's got all on his mind.
Even if no one else comes along, Sky wants to go there.
Tea.
Sure, full
He's
the
just
tea place?
excited about
Sure.
tea.
Sure. Go to the tea spot. I had to check to make sure what day it was.
Oh, I think Ma and Pa might be home now.
So you make your way to the Rainbird Tea House. And it is just as, fanciful and froofy as it was the last time you were there.
Sky is once again noticeably tensing up. And they're just like, can
Folks interrupts. Table for 3.
the young human girl who is standing at their hostess stand, I guess, nods and leads you. Shoot. I have a diagram of this place. One sec.
This is our next heist, clearly.
Sounds like Gwen and Fox really just are not bothered by
Okay.
being
She
out of
leads you
place in a
up to the
social
second
climate.
floor where there is a balcony that runs out the front and the side of the building. And she sets you on a table on the side balcony that faces into the lagoon. And she hands you these dainty looking menus that have like basically no information on them. It's just like a list of teas, and then at the bottom it says light tea is 5 silver, and then high tea is a gold. But it doesn't tell you what comes with either of those. They just sort of assume you know.
Miss?
She stops as she's walking away, and she turns back to you.
Well, what's the difference here between light and high tea?
All right.
This is kind of our first time here, so we don't really know what's what.
Help.
Okay. I gotta learn what the difference is between these
Please
two.
create us a PDF of a menu, Megan.
Okay.
It's the bare minimum. Come on.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So light.
What's the weather like?
It is partly cloudy with a nice breeze off the ocean.
She's
Oh
fucking,
my
Around
she's fucking ready today.
around 80-ish degrees.
Uh,
It's a nice day to be on a balcony.
Yeah.
I personally am feeling melted just from the statement of 80 degrees.
80-ish
Yeah,
degrees.
same.
I know someone's
But there's a
ordering
nice
an iced
breeze.
tea.
No, Folks doesn't mind. Folks, well, okay, maybe mine's a little because mountain training. Mountains are not particularly warm.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sky can cast a chill touch on you.
Yeah, I'm from the desert, so
Don't
this
don't
doesn't bother me.
don't throw your murder magic at me.
Okay. So the light tea is what the posh people would call a cream tea. It's a simple tea service. It consists of like scones, clotted cream, marmalades, and curds, and the tea. And then high tea is it's got the tea, it's got a cooked dish, bread and butter, and then there's also the tea trays that have like the sandwiches on the bottom, and then like the cakes in the middle, and then the little cookies on top, whatever those are called. Tea trees? I don't know what they're called. Dessert tower. There we go. That's what I'm looking
Okay.
for.
Gwen's tail is flicking a little bit. He's excited and he wants that.
Folks was half paying attention and just says, give me one of each.
And
She
And I would
looks
like-
mild. The young girl looks mildly offended.
Well, I'm not saying like out loud that I was only half paying attention. I'm saying that's why folks are saying that.
I would also like a saucer of milk for my feline friend here.
She looks a little bit wary of your cat, but nods her head. So, just so I can get this right. God, I'm going back to food service mode. Jesus. Where is a pen that works? Does this pen work? Probably not. I don't think any of my pens work. That pen doesn't work. Hey! I made it in.
Nice.
Okay. What exactly are y'all having? So I can describe it properly when it comes back.
Like a specific tea.
Well, I meant like, what are y'all...
I was
Were
gonna
you
get
doing the
fancy
light
thing
tea
that
or
came
the
with
high tea?
Yeah, the high tea was for Gwen.
I'll just have the light tea. The light
Okay.
tea. Yeah. 'Cause 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 Yeah. 'C
And then the folks literally is having both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this menu that has
I
two
love
options.
folks.
I love this menu with two options.
Well,
It's
generally,
great.
it's ordered as a group,
This
sort
is
of
like
thing.
no, this is like the SpongeBob episode with
I
the,
do
the
not watch
menu, and it's
SpongeBob.
like, was it tea
What the
and
fuck?
salad?
What the heck's a salad?
That's what I'm imagining this place is
Okay.
like.
Fine
Right.
dining and breathing.
Mm. Okay,
Oh, boy.
and let me find
Oh god.
types of tea for y'all. Like, how many types did I say there were on the menu? Was it like 5?
47.
I think
Jesus
it was
Christ.
like 5 or 6. Yeah.
5 or 6. Okay. So they have uh, a chai tea, and they have a chamomile, and a peppermint, and a rose tea. How many
Chai.
is that?
I want chai.
And then there's a honey hibiscus tea, and then a jasmine tea.
We'll go with peppermint.
Peppermint.
I'll have a jasmine tea.
Okay, cool. I wrote that down as chai, jazz, and pep.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. So she wanders away, looking a little bit shaken by just the complete and utter disregard y'all clearly
When,
have for tea time etiquette.
When she walks away, are there other tables around?
There are a couple of other tables.
Are they
There is
occupied?
one sec. I'll bring out my frickin' diagram again.
I'm gonna roll these tables.
There's
are
one that's
occupied.
kind of on the corner that's occupied, but the two nearest you are not.
All right, Gwen's gonna yoink a chair.
Oh my
So,
god.
so Gwenny can sit at the table like a big kid.
It is very awkward, considering that her body was not made for chair sitting.
It's fine.
This guy's
But
giving her switches.
She's a part of this
You're-
group. And
you're at this-
she's not
it's a-
just an animal.
It's a round table. It's not terribly large, so you're not really sure how you're gonna fit all of the stuff on the table.
It's fine.
We have a bag of holding. It's fine.
It's fine. We have a pocket of infinity. It's fine.
We have our own little slice of infinity.
If we want to steal these fuck tables, we can if we want to. Who cares? There's no rules here.
There are rules. They're called laws. I know you were specifically told to break one by the princess, but that doesn't mean all of them are free to go.
There are no laws anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And Sky marches their army of the undead. on the
Oh my
tower.
god. Yeah. She's sitting at the table like a girl.
This close, guys. This close. So it takes a little bit. Longer than you would have expected. But this is sort of the place where you don't come to have a quick meal. You come specifically to socialize and gossip and take your time.
We did also
Oh.
order a lot.
You did order a lot, considering most of the time a table will order one of these things for the group.
It's
Whoops.
fine.
So when the girl comes back, she's got 2 other waitresses with her, carrying your things on trays and in their hands. And
Oh.
Folks just has this look in their eyes that's just like, I made a mistake.
Gwen has dinner plate eyes.
Yeah, Sky just looks at like the 3 people walk out and they're just like, oh, we made a mistake.
You guys made a mistake.
um, so for the high tea, they bring out your pot of tea, and they're all different tea sets, probably to differentiate the different teas, so they can give the right one to the right person.
Beautiful.
So, folks, they hand a platter of scones that has these two small ceramic cups of one has clotted cream in it, and the other one has a sort of reddish purple jam marmalade thing, and there's a small pile of scones, and then they have your tea tower, which on the bottom has a couple of different kind of crustless sandwiches. One looks like it might be egg salad. There's another one that has cream cheese that's got herbs in it, and then there's a few more that are like cucumber sandwiches. And then above that, there are three slices of cake. One is like a New York style cheesecake. The other one
Oh God.
is
I'm so hungry. That cheesecake.
Me too.
God, I haven't had cheesecake in forever. The other
Same.
one is a layered cake. It has a layer of what is it called? A gelatin that's dark red between two chocolate sponges, and then there is a small white cake with a white glaze over it that smells of lemon. And then on the top, there's a series of macarons, all of different colors. There's a red one, and a light yellow one, and a sort of pale blue one. And they set that in front of you. And your teapot has a sort of ivy pattern around the bottom, along with your teacup. And then Sky has basically... Oh, and the high tea meal is this it's like a chicken pot pie, but it's got a beef in it instead with the vegetables and the gravy.
So beef pot pie.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what the actual name of the thing was, but I don't remember what
Is
it
that
was.
like shepherd's
I
pie or
have a
something?
phone call.
Well, no, because shepherd's pie is basically just a casserole with like mashed potatoes on top. It's not really even a pie.
I don't know. I don't know
I'm
meat
so
pies.
hungry.
So am I.
That's fine. Honestly, I don't either. But that's the meal. And then Sky is handed the plate that's just the scones and the clotted cream. Your jam is actually a lemon marmalade, though. And your tea is brought in a black teapot with golden flowers sort of painted across in this sort of flowing pattern as if they're being blown by the wind. And then Gawain's high tea is brought, and it's basically the same thing as Folks's. Although some of the cakes are different. One is a small sort of layered cake it's like a strawberry shortcake where it's got the sponge and then a couple strawberries and some cream, and then there's another layer of sponge with a strawberry and some cream on top. And then another one is just like a straight chocolate cake. And then his tea is brought in a more rustic looking teapot. It's kind of a dark tan color, and on the bottom, and it doesn't look glazed except for on the bottom, there's a ring of a dark green glaze. And there is a saucer of milk for Gwenny.
God bless.
Perfect.
I'm just now really, really entertained by it. I'll have one of each.
Folks has so much food in front of them. It's a little hard to fit all of the things on the table, so the girls end up dragging the table where Gawain had gotten the chair specifically to set the teapots on, so you can grab them later if you want more tea.
Oh man, this is amazing.
This is beyond
We
what they're...
immediately got money.
And immediately
And then
blew
we're
it all.
just like, what do we do with this?
We got paid
Go
1,000
to
gold.
a tea house and basically become those customers.
We're new money.
Yeah,
You know how it is.
yeah. Well, folks start digging in.
Okay. It is very
That's what's
good.
eaten.
It is very good food. Like, you don't know who they hired to cook this stuff, but they know what they're doing.
I bet it's Aya.
No. I would not step foot in this place. Even if she did have the money to come here, she'd be like, no. Fuck that.
Guys only doing this to face their fears.
Aww.
Folks is just doing this because they saw Sky go in here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna go here specifically just to sell the tea set.
That would have
You can do that here?
Yeah, but no.
Probably not, honestly, but I thought you were
What
gonna
to say?
try.
No. No. This was entirely meant as like a... This guy's trying to face their fears. And it's not going well.
At least you have friends to face them with you.
You're in
To
good
be
you're
even
in,
more obnoxious than you are.
you're in good grungy company. You're in this extremely fancy place. This is like bringing your drunk uncles to that one really nice restaurant,
Oh my god.
and they're like dragging the chairs across the floor, like. Totally not speaking out of personal experience, by the way.
Oh, this is exactly what that's like. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
The tea is also delightful, by the way. You know, if you like tea. Gawain has to splash quite a bit of milk, and they do bring like milk and sugar in a fairly large pitcher, and then a large, or not large, but a good sized sort of bowl of sugar cubes for you to add to your tea as you will.
Is there something I can roll to, like, not ask, but just know if a place like this would have alcohol?
What?
God, what would that be? Just roll a straight intelligence check, I guess.
Woohoo! Of course, that's the one thing I roll good on. 14.
A 14?
Yeah.
This is not a place where they appreciate drunk and rowdy customers, and therefore there is probably no alcohol on property. Unless it is the owner's stash that she drinks when dealing with crazy people.
Like us.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that there is alcohol somewhere on the property. We just
Not
need to talk
easily
to the
accessible.
owner.
Not easily accessible. You cannot order alcohol to be put in your tea to get like an Irish coffee.
I can't get my buzz.
You can't get your buzz. Well, you
can't get your
could.
buzz right now.
You have a alchemy jug that you can fill with an alcohol if you'd like, and
I
get
can
your
only fill
buzz
it with beer and
unabated.
wine, and that's not. Those do not sound like they mix well with tea.
Probably not. You would need something like vodka, I
You need
guess.
you need a hard liqueur.
One sec.
This is a weird episode.
This is a weird episode. Um,
We've said that like the past 3 episodes, but still.
yeah. Okay. So Strider was asking about alcohol.
I think I got my answer on that one already, actually.
I stopped
Yeah, you got your answer.
disassociating.
You got your answer.
Here.
Basically, the answer is not where you can get to it. Although,
So clearly, this is our next heist, is
Oh
getting
my
folks
God.
the alcohol.
Oh my
my
god.
God.
We can get better alcohol easier elsewhere.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
I
true.
mean, you have 4 bottles of wine and a bottle of sake in your bag right now.
Yeah.
If you really
That's
wanted
true.
to get buzzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of that is really good with tea.
Tea.
No.
Well,
Those are
shit.
gonna go with our meats.
Okay.
So you're sitting there, and you're drinking your tea, and you're eating your whatevers.
Gawain has turned into a giant garbage disposal. And is just
Giant-
shoveling crap in his face hole.
You're in a contest with folks right now on that one.
Alright.
Okay, no. We're gonna make a thing out of this. Get your dice.
Oh my god. I wanted to have a nice, calm
And I'm gonna
character
fail
model
again.
interaction
And
scene.
I have to take my hands off of you. I'm sorry. Look what you've done, Megan. Look what you've done.
I'm sorry. I love her.
Should I just roll for Gawain?
No.
Okay.
Roll Constitution checks for me.
She's doing this so the cat will cry. That's what she's
No.
doing this.
No, you said you
wanna
were making
hear
it
her
a
cries?
contest. There hasn't been a lot of rolling, so I figured let's do something with this.
For those of you that can't hear, we have a small little kitten on.
We have a
right
baby
now.
Gwenny.
Small kitten.
It's my own personal Guinevere. But this one's
Start
named
crying.
Roxy.
Start crying.
She's like a month and a half old. She don't know shit about shit, but she's good.
She's a valid dumbass.
I think she's given me.
Just like the real Gwenny. My cheeks
You
hurt
want
from
to get in the
smiling.
box? She wants to sit in the box I throw dice in. Okay, you can sit up on me too. Come here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I can do one-handed. Can you handle one hand? All right. What am I doing?
Roll a Constitution check for me, just straight Constitution.
Okay. So you're just rolling the Constitution?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Constitution, yeah.
I got a 10.
I got 19.
19. Okay. Folks,
When did I win
despite being
today?
so much smaller than Gawain, clearly has no issue just shoveling the food into their mouth like they were born to be a vacuum. The the group on the corner of the balcony is watching you with mild fear in their face.
Oh god,
It,
Wait,
there's
what?
other people here. I totally
yeah,
didn't realize that.
yeah, no, y'all asked. There's a couple of people on the corner of the balcony, but the two tables closest to you are empty.
Sky just waves.
Just once, I'd like to win today at anything.
You
have a
win by
cat.
having a kitten.
You have goats
No, no, this is Gawain speaking.
now. You got your goats.
I had to pay for those.
I mean, that's still technically a win.
But at what cost? A lot of money.
However much they cost.
Exactly.
What did I say they were? I don't even remember. Were they like 1,000 gold, 1,500, something like
Neither
that?
do I.
1 million.
We don't remember shit about shit.
No, it's been like more than 20 minutes. I'm gone.
God, what a mood.
Oh my
We got the melting on camera.
god! You've had at least 3 of them, okay?
Roll credits.
On camera. We're being recorded on candid camera.
Anyway, so
So, as you look and they catch the fact that you realize that they're staring, and they quickly pack up and leave.
Sky waves at them as they're leaving.
um,
So, now that we have the place all to ourselves, I feel like we haven't really gotten to know each other.
Hmm.
oh,
And that's
World point.
probably important.
Hmm.
the loud gulp folk will ask. So what is it you want to know?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same.
Sorry.
No, that was just
I
like
don't
a.
know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same.
I don't know. I don't know how this person thing works.
That makes 2 of us.
Okay, well.
Let's start with you. Where you come from? What you do?
I come from Dese. However the fuck that was supposed to be said, because I already fucking forgot.
Deze, you got it right.
Dese. Holy shit, I fucking nailed it. Thanks, God.
High five.
Gwen's eyebrows raised a little bit at that, but he doesn't say anything about that particularly.
Yeah, I'm from Dese, and I mean, I didn't really have a job, per se. I'm kind of new at this whole thing.
Mm.
I just left home on an adventure, and then I woke up on a ship.
What do you
With
invent?
you people.
There's gotta be more to it. What do you invent? How'd you learn the magic-y stuff? Stuff like that.
Oh, well, I mean, I do necromancy. I don't know if that's a bad thing here, but you guys seem trustworthy, maybe.
I don't care.
I hope.
We're not against you, if you're asking.
Oh, okay, good.
Nah,
Sky visibly deflates.
nah. Magic's magic to me. No different from my own.
Okay.
Cheap trickery.
Well, it's not cheap trickery. It takes years of dedicated study to even grasp the basics of magic.
Well,
Unless you're a fucking warlock.
mine just kind of came to me while I was living in nature. So,
That's a kind of study.
I didn't
I just got
really
smoke bombs.
train, it just kind of came to me.
I just make smoke bombs and fire.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. I would have no idea how to do something like that.
I would say that's more tricky than what you think is trickery.
That's probably true. And
See?
I mostly kid about the trickery thing.
Nobody is any better here at this table than the other.
Except for Guinevere.
Well, obviously.
Damn straight.
So, what about you both? Where are you both from?
Shall I, or would you like to?
I'll go first, I guess. From Kind Garden.
Oh, really? Me too.
Did you both know each other before?
Mm-mm.
Never saw a dragonborn until I moved out of the mountains.
I lived around the mountains of next to Cairn Garden.
Which one? No, I know there's one between Kind Garden and the other place. And
His the ones between Cairn Garden and Deze.
you are on the
The
opposite end.
the eastern, yes. And I lived on the Cairn Garden side.
The mountains actually right next to here.
Hmm. Were you familiar with this place at all?
No.
What was it like living in the mountains?
Peaceful.
Didn't do much. It was just me and Master.
I frequented the city very often. I worked as a fur trader when I needed money. Mostly to fund my library I was working on.
Library?
Yeah.
You're a reader.
I like to collect storybooks.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Some of languages as well, but mostly storybooks.
Could we get back to this library?
Yeah, I'd love to get back and check on my home, check on my animals of the mountains. I was protecting them, but I'm not. If I'm not there, I don't know what's going on.
I'm sure nature is supporting them.
Mm-hmm. It's the most important thing to me.
So... Do either of you two remember what you were doing before you got kidnapped?
I feel like I was probably in the city. I don't think I was in the mountains. Usually come in once per season to trade.
I was just kind of messing around in Kind Garden.
Where were you?
Well, ever since Master died, I kind of just been screwing around until something happens. Works out for the best usually.
I know what that's like, trying to figure yourself out after you kind of lost your way. Sky, where were you? Where were you taken from? Do you remember?
I don't. I really don't remember at all.
Not even the country?
I mean, I would assume Deze, but
Oh, you
I
didn't.
was...
You didn't get very far when you started your adventure.
No, not very.
That's unfortunate. It's odd that they made such a long trip hauling people, but we were the only 3 on there.
That is odd.
What do they even want with us? can understand wanting to kidnap a wizard, but...
A necromancer especially.
Mm-hmm.
And an alleged inventor? You have value.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, do people want to take dragonborn hides and sell them or anything?
Well, for that, go for the
You
dragon
can't
itself.
just ask people if they're gonna get skinned.
I don't
That'd
know
be
what people
kind
want
of
with me.
equivalent to like the Silence of the Lambs human skin suit sort of thing. I mean,
I mean,
yeah, you're
Actually-
dragonborns, but you're still considered people, you know.
a
Wearing
people,
people
but
suits are weird.
Are they an equal people, though?
Yes.
Okay, well, I wasn't
Are
sure.
some people
Okay.
I'm
more
sorry.
equal
Okay,
than
so-
others?
Okay. I was imagining this was going to be more of the Get Out scenario. Just like, wow, Dragonborn are so cool. I'm
Well,
not going to say.
I imagine there's people that hate us, so it might be as a trophy, like, oh, conquered a dragonborn. I don't know. I can't find my worth in myself beyond this thing that makes me different.
Both does not explicitly say what their value might be.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Also, hot damn, this has been like the longest that I've not talked in an episode, like ever.
We needed to have a powwow.
A powwow over tea.
Yes. This is exactly 100% what we needed.
Well, to Guinevere. What's your story?
Yeah. What's your story, Morning Glory?
I was really hoping Roxy would have meowed at that
I
point.
was hoping she would too, but she is grooming right now, so.
Oh, God bless.
Um,
Love
Yeah.
that cat.
yeah, there's no telling what this girl's been through before we got a hold of her. Since someone was trying to sell her.
You can only assume they'd be selling her for whatever reason people like to collect rare animals and have as pets.
Hopefully they weren't selling her to someone that wanted to just let her loose and hunt her.
Yikes,
That's dark. Let's not think about that.
says the necromancer.
Look,
Okay, that's different.
it's different. I only deal with people that were already dead.
It's also
I don't hunt people unless they deserve it.
hunting is also
You
cruel.
didn't hear that.
Hunting is also cruel when it comes to like things you caught already and then start to hunt.
Yes.
When we were talking about it earlier in the other episode, we were talking about wholesale murder. That's so much different.
Wholesale murder. Roxy baby.
Retail murder.
Oh my god. That's another good title, actually.
That is a very good title.
It's like, oh, me, sweetheart.
Retail murder.
There you go.
But folks will bring up the idea that, well, we all have that one thing connecting us. We were apparently all for sale.
Yes.
Even the cat.
We were the only three. Well, yeah, we all fell over for sale, but
What were we being sold into?
Gawain's just super fixated on the fact that it was just you three. Like, going from Deze to Kind Garden and to Ingen, and it's just being three people.
Well, we gotta have some
I
kind
feel
of.
like we should have investigated a little
Unless
more.
we were just the three dumbest people they could find.
Or maybe they had just started out?
Well, that's the thing. We all have to have something connecting us, and I can already see what connects me and Sky.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is where you come in.
Well, on the ship.
He just kind of looks, he's like, what is that supposed to mean?
Well,
You just give me an equality speech, and now it's... What are we doing with the scaly?
That is absolutely not what I meant.
Jesus Christ.
That is
That laughter was in character. Sky is cracking up.
both the face palming. It's just like that's not at all what I meant. What I meant. Well, okay. Let's delve into this a
Okay.
little deeper.
Okay.
Sky, I assume as a necromancer you have some connection to Abatal.
Yes.
There you go. That's what connects me and her.
Who? Hoomst.
The god of death, y'all.
I don't pay too much attention to pantheons.
Well, that throws that
Well,
theory
you
out the window.
probably should, considering they're real.
That throws that theory out the window.
They leave me alone. I leave them alone. That's how I take it.
Do they leave you alone, though? I mean, we're here now.
So square one, what connects all of us? No, the boat is not an acceptable answer.
The pirates. That's just a joke. Don't get so red in the face.
Tell me more about these storybooks you collect.
Oh, whatever's the local fairy tales of Kind Garden. I've just collected all kinds of them.
Do you have any favorites?
Yes. I love the story of the Knight Gawain. Liked it so much, I decided that would be my new name for myself.
Huh.
That's interesting. What's the story? I don't believe I'm familiar with it.
It's a knight who is challenged by someone to kill him, and he thinks he bests him, but really he did not kill him due to some sorcery, and as a part of their deal he's going to come and take his life in a year, and he has to overcome that.
That sounds very dramatic.
That sounds like it connects us all back to death.
Well, there has been a lot of death in my life, if that's what you want to draw a connection to.
There's a lot of death in any life if you look long enough.
Kind of the whole cycle goes, you know.
Well, more in mine than I would have chosen for myself.
That's understandable. But no one can live forever, you know.
No,
Except for gods.
thankfully we don't live forever.
Gods are a
Is that
despicable
really
one as
something
well.
to be thankful for?
For what I've seen, I wouldn't want to witness this for all of time.
Same.
I think I would.
Would you?
There's a lot of beauty in the world.
To be young again and feel that way.
I'm not young.
No?
I'm like 20.
You are young in comparison.
Young to me.
And
Lady.
hot.
Oh my god.
You're having this really dramatic death talk and just melt over the kitten.
I'm
It's
sorry.
the best.
She's here to break up the tension.
Is it tension? This seems like a pretty fucking normal conversation to me.
Yeah, y'all are surprisingly blasé about this whole thing.
I mean, hey,
Well, kind of the point of some of our characters that we're like they have this really dramatic thing within their lives, but they've gotten used to it, so it's not really bad anymore.
Well, Gwen
Plus,
like
that's
dealt with
like
his. Go ahead.
plus that's like the entirety of like folks' teachings
Hmm.
or what they were taught.
Well, Gwen put his like past behind him like 10 years ago. He's moved past it, accepted it.
But can you ever truly escape your past?
You know, it's probably
And
gonna
that's what
hunt
we
me
call a
down.
theme. Good job, everyone.
You know,
Roll credits.
as a serious answer to that question over him, and I was like, no, it's probably gonna come and hunt me down one day, but I'm gonna try to prolong it as long as I can.
Well, what would there be that would hunt you down?
Mm. Are you familiar with how Dragonborns exist as a part of a clan, typically?
No.
Can't say I'm familiar.
Typically, a Dragonborn lives with their clan as a family unit. Even if you're not all related, you're all connected. The clan is the most important thing to you. I didn't leave mine on the best of terms.
Ooh,
How long ago did this happen?
About 10 years ago now.
Do you think they've been searching for you, or
Mm, I would think they would have just considered me banished and not care about me. I'm dead to them basically now, but I could think of a couple in particular that might be very embittered by me leaving. It would probably try to harm me if we encountered each other again.
no worries. With us, we'll do more harm to them than it will do to you.
Mm,
we'll certainly try?
I appreciate that, but I really hope it doesn't come to that. I don't really wish harm on them.
If nothing else, I can magic their face off.
Yeah, that's probably fine. I'll take that.
That works.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to sneeze for a second, and then I didn't.
God, I almost broke up the tension. Luckily, I said something instead to break up the tension. I can't say much. I have this cat here. She kind of constantly is breaking it up.
Oh, my goodness.
So how's that, Sky? That answer your questions at all?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to get to know you both a little better. Because that's. I mean, I don't know. In the books, whenever the people make friends, it's like a whole thing, and there's character arcs, and.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, this is probably the most I've ever told another person since I've been on my own.
Yeah,
It means a lot.
there's still quite a bit I can't tell yet.
Yeah,
Or maybe ever, really.
there's a fair few things I'd still like to keep to myself, but that's pretty much the gist of comes from.
I mean, I'm an open book. What you see is what you get.
Okay. Open book. I can't remember. This is me out of character. I really can't remember if you already answered this question of like why you started doing necromancy. Did you answer that already?
Nope.
Okay. I'd like to know what got you interested in necromancy specifically, is in magic.
I mean, it was just one of those things, really. Everyone's got something that they gravitate towards. That they really enjoy. And that was just kind of mine. I liked learning about it.
What is it particularly you enjoy? Is it the resurrections of the dead, or speaking with the dead, or I don't know
I
very
think
much about
mostly
it.
it's speaking with the dead.
Hmm.
I mean, I haven't
For
really
learning.
gotten much of a chance to do that, but yeah,
Okay.
I like the idea of it.
I bet some old bones have some amazing stories to tell.
What's the coolest spirit you've spoken to?
Most of my learning is theoretical at this point.
Ah, okay.
I didn't really have much of a chance to, do more than that before everything
Before the
went to
pirates.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not total hell. We're all here together. It's a silver lining in it all.
That's true. And Gwenny's here.
Gwynny's here.
This guy gives her scritches.
Imagine she's eating the food that Gawain didn't get, since apparently couldn't eat it all.
No, I never said that. I just
Roll another constitution check.
Folks will give a little bit of like the meat pie stuff to Winnie.
Yeah.
the whole thing was you could continue to eat the food. You'd just be slower, and you'd
Oh, okay.
probably
Well,
get a
then,
stomach ache
yeah.
at the end.
It's fine.
Want it known that Sky's eaten a decent chunk of theirs, but there's still definitely a fair amount left.
I'm imagining
Okay.
he eats like most reptiles, where they just eat a lot, like once a week. And then they're fine.
Sure.
Don't ask how he eats breakfast every day. It's complicated.
Again, folks will ask Sky, so what is it you invent again?
I don't invent.
You said you
I
were...
went to go adventuring?
You told me you were an inventor.
Adventure.
She went on an adventure, folks.
Yeah.
I've been wondering what this invention you were talking about, but I didn't want to ruin your fun. And also, Jay, the player didn't know if they also misheard your inventor.
Holy hell, my internet. Okay.
Squeak! Squeak!
Wait a
Spider?
minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute. When we first met, you asked that if I was an inventor too.
Did I?
Yes. Or... Yeah,
you've
after I showed off
you-
my smoke bombs.
You've been holding on to that for like... Has it been weeks now we've been together? I know there's a big gap of time between our getting a mission and the festival.
I
so-
don't remember. I don't remember, so good job, me.
Retcon!
More things Sky is hiding from us.
Did?
Sky, I'm shy, I promise.
I mean, they have hidden musical talents, apparently.
No, she suddenly grew those. Didn't you notice?
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's how leveling works, right? You just suddenly grow these things that you get.
Oh boy, am I glad you were not there for the 3.5 days where that could potentially mean actually growing things.
Yikes. No thanks.
Oh god.
Some of the weirder stuff.
I have a question.
Sure.
What?
Some of the older classes that were some of the weirder ones would like give you natural weapons and stuff.
I mean, to
You
be
would
fair,
grow claws.
I did. In the context of ranger leveling up, I just suddenly have an animal.
True.
I just suddenly have an animal that listens to me. So. But no, Dragonborn can like grow wings in some features. Don't you do that.
Good God.
This is my favorite episode we've
She's
done.
so full of energy because she's been sleeping for the last 5 hours.
Aw, buddy.
She's got 5-hour energy.
Mm-hmm.
Please sponsor
And
us.
in kitten hours, that's sleeping like 3 days.
God, same. I haven't slept in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Kim, go to bed.
Okay.
Right now. Right now, we're ending it. Just go to bed.
Actually, that'd be a hilarious end. Just Kim, go to bed. Okay, done.
Roxy Boxy.
Oi.
You gonna be settled now? That's a good girl.
Really, I
Never mind.
really want to put in like a fucking fake out ending there.
That'd be
If I remember.
hilarious.
So many people
And
just
then come
stop
back
listening.
immediately too. I want to put a fake out in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
God
classic
bless.
YouTube
Do that.
editing there.
Yeah, no, it's gonna go to Meg saying, that'd be a great episode end.
Oh my goodness.
Roxy Boxy.
I don't even know what else we're doing, so we might as well end it there. Oh my goodness.
Holy,
No.
we shared.
No, I do have another idea, another scene thing that we should
Okay.
do.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
One more.
Yes.
We should find a homeless shelter and donate the food.
That's actually really sweet. But now I have to come up with a homeless shelter. Thanks, Kim.
Gawain just looks. It's like, how could you say that to me?
I mean,
No, not this food. I mean, eat whatever you want.
I was excited about those steaks.
We can keep the steaks.
Okay.
We don't have to give them everything.
How much food do we have?
Not really any kind of food that a homeless shelter would need, because they would need
Yeah,
like
no, we have, like,
because they wouldn't really be able
long-lasting
to
shit.
keep it. They need like preserved food, like salted meats and stuff.
Fine, we'll give them the fucking ice.
Yes. It's hot. They
two-
might appreciate that.
2 nice cuts of lamb, block of ice, half-eaten bunch of grapes, a pitcher of milk, 3 bone-in T-bone steaks, some really good cheddar cheese, 2 sticks of butter, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be weird to take to a fantasy medieval homeless shelter.
yeah, none of that would be good. Butter would melt.
Fine.
Everything would spoil.
If we
Also,
had
like,
any,
5 jars
dried
of booze.
things or whatever, I'd give you that one.
You also have, like, 5 bottles of booze.
Then they'll definitely want that.
So the next scene is us getting crunk then.
I can do that for us with the alchemy jug.
Yeah.
Nice,
What, you can
nice,
make-
nice.
And you can
nice,
make beer
nice.
and that. What else can you make?
Wine.
Wine?
We have plenty of wine. Let's just make beer.
I think those are the only 2 alcoholic things I can make.
Those are the only alcoholic things.
Meow. Meow.
Oh my god! Yeah, acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh and salt water, and then wine.
Honey, you
It can
smell-
make 4 gallons of beer, but only 1 gallon of wine. Which feels like bullshit.
I mean, the alcohol content between the two is pretty different.
There's also
Is there? I
content
wouldn't
in
know. I
general.
don't know my alcohol. I'm gonna be
Beer is
honest.
very low on alcohol.
I don't even know what an alcohol is.
Baby, do you need to go potty? Do you need to go potty?
What the fuck is this episode?
It's whatever the fuck I want it
It's
to
a
be.
fucking fever dream.
Thank God this is a filler episode, basically.
This is. You gave me permission to be like this. I'm saying.
I did. But only because I love kitties.
She's good. She's been pretty behaved while I've been sitting here. Meow. Okay. I'm done with that segue.
Yes, well, donating food is kind of a nice thing to do. I don't think it's a viable thing to do in our case.
That's true.
This just means we need to find another corrupt rich person to rob. And then,
Okay.
yeah. And take their donatable food and other donatable things.
I vote the king.
King seems okay so far. Let's not mess with him.
Fine.
Folks just kind of
Besides,
looks through the bag to see what
I
the next sellable thing on the list is.
I feel like if we robbed the king, we would lose that favor with Kairi.
Yeah, and your lives.
Just a thought.
No, we got
Well,
plot
have
armor.
to-
We got
That's
plot
if
armor.
we
It's
get
fine.
caught.
Yeah.
Kaire's a rogue, y'all. She can catch motherfuckers trying to sneak around her place.
Okay, we'll just fucking kill her then.
Don't you kill my baby!
I tried to suggest to kill Hellbender, whatever his name is, and you gave me the 3rd degree, and here you are threatening to kill royalty.
Yeah, because this is out of character. Christ, pay attention.
Also, your
Gotta
friend, too.
specify. I don't know what's going
That's why I
on.
have a fucking character voice, dickhead.
And that's Gawain's character voice.
I throw a tranquilizer dart at Kim, not Sky, Kim.
Kim.
Alright, Kim, roll a constitution
Good night,
save.
everybody.
No, it's the NPC Kim that totally exists in the world.
Kim's OC, Blim.
Glim. This is good.
This should actually be the
Great.
end of the episode, because this is hilarious.
This is good.
Oh god, we're a mess.